Shalom, sweet friends. Hey, welcome to my channel. This is Finding Shalom. I'm Krista, and welcome to my kitchen. You're not usually in my kitchen because this is definitely not a cooking channel. And I can cook and I love to bake, but I do not do it well enough to tell you how to do it. And this is also not a home improvement channel. But yet we've been doing that every Saturday, kind of just showing you some progress. And the whole point behind the update or the life update series is to bring you in on the journey that Jay and I are on right now. I'm kind of excited about the future and what God has in store. So today I thought I have to be baking some bread, and I'll tell you here in a minute why. But I thought I'd bring you along, and then in between the different steps, maybe I'll play some clips of what we've been up to over at the house, and maybe some events that we've had to fit in the midst of everything. And so I need to go change because we're going to be, I'll tell you why here in a little bit, we're going to be actually milling our own flour out of whole wheat berries. And so let me go change into something that I don't care if it has flour all over it and something a little more comfortable. I just came from the sewing studio. I just met my last bride for the week. I'm going to make some bread for the weekend, and I want you to come join me. But while I go change and put my hair up, why don't you watch this clip of what Jay and I were up to earlier at the house. Trying to follow these instructions.
I know, it's a pain in the butt, huh? I'm trying to get this wire out of the way too. It's almost there. Got it.
Got it?
Yep, I got that. I'm gonna put the cutter clip on. There's that.
And the reason why I'm so close is because I'm on the ground here too. It took two people. How many people does it take to put a ceiling fan together? When you have instructions like this, they get a little confusing and have multiple options.
They're just goofy instructions.
Yeah.
There's that. And we still need this piece for this.
You did it.
Yep, that's the ground.
So now the hard part, how do you get it up there?
I have an 8-foot ladder, baby. It's going up there. I gotta do the ground wires.
And this
This
is the top is wood, but the bottom has an option of black. So we have it on all black.
So the best part about this ceiling fan compared to 30 years ago, or 40 years ago actually, is they didn't used to have this nub right here. Up in the ceiling, there's a collar. So once you get this all put together like we've done, you go up there and you loop it through the collar, and it supports the whole weight of the fan, the collar does. So it's hands-free. I can do all the wiring up there, and it's not like when we were first married where you had to try to balance on a ladder and we were yelling and we were all upset because you were like, the fan's too heavy, I can't hold it anymore. And I'm like, just one more second, just, you know.
Well,
and so we're trying to hold it up.
I was usually pregnant, and you were having me hold things above my head.
I don't think at this point you were pregnant.
I can guarantee it.
Not when we were doing the ceiling fan in Riverside. Anyway. This fan is a lot better, is what I'm saying. It's not like the fan we used to have when we were first married. Almost 40 years ago. They've come a long way.
They have.
The collar holds the whole weight of this fan.
We were in the dark ages is what happened.
Yeah. Well, we shouldn't have been buying ceiling fans until they approved them, because this is way better.
Okay. So how about we do that tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow I don't need your help now that it's all put together. So I can just put it on the collar and wire it in and then push the piece up and we're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I want to be here to video though.
Here's to tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh no.
Okay. I just changed and I'm going to be milling some flour, and guess who came home? And guess who's too tall and I'm too short? Let me see, is that better?
Yep, kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, I just told him I was going ahead and about to make bread, but first I gotta mill the
Einkorn.
wheat. The Einkorn wheat. And so I thought, hey, we'll stop in here really quick because I wanted to ask you how you're liking all of the whole wheat or the Einkorn berries.
Ironically, we're not.
Take two. Our battery just died. I'm telling you, this is quite a little circus here. Welcome to our weekends.
That's right. Well, it's Friday night, so.
Anyway, I was just asking him if he wanted to talk about how much he is actually loving. So the reason why we are now doing this is just because of my deep dive that I did on bread of today versus bread in Jesus's time. And he is the bread of life, and he will satisfy. He gives us everything we need, nutrients, all of that. And our bread today is not that. It's not even hardly bread. So we're now milling our own grains and turning it into bread. And I'm going to do that. But he has actually loved it. We've done it about 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, 3 or 4 loaves. She usually has been doing a loaf a week, and it's so good. I used to snore really bad. Don't snore anymore. I used to get really bad sleep. I get great deep sleep now.
I do too. I haven't had sleeping pills. So I always, since I had the shot because of the stress level and everything, I always took, where are you laughing? I always took sleeping pills. And I don't have to take sleeping pills anymore.
Yeah. And anytime I'd get up in the middle of the night, it would wake her up. And now that we've been eating this Einkorn ancient grains bread, which it is wheat, but it has a low dose of gluten. Mm-hmm. And I'm not losing any weight. I'm holding my weight. It's working really well. It's very soothing on my stomach.
It's really cool.
It is absolutely incredible.
I don't know if you
So, yeah, it's like the coolest thing ever. So we have lots of benefits. We have no side effects from it. So
yeah. We had a little bit
Best
at the
thing
beginning,
ever.
not doing gluten, had a little bit, but now it's kind of subsiding.
yeah, it was very minimal in the beginning, but now it's like,
Yeah,
how about we make some more of that bread?
exactly. So I'm gonna
So good.
I'm gonna show them how it does to mill it,
Yeah.
and you are actually headed to the other house to.
I gotta paint.
He's gonna start painting, and I'm gonna make us a bunch of bread for the
I'm
weekend.
gonna continue painting.
Yeah,
I've been painting for quite
I'm
a
making
while.
banana bread and
Oh,
also
that's
regular like yeast bread.
Perfect.
Okay,
I
so
like the regular bread.
let me go ahead and open it up while you talk to them for a moment.
Okay.
Hello.
Let's get that ground up.
No, I'm gonna just cut it.
There you go. Yeah, because you're gonna have to pour it in the top anyway.
So I actually, these mills they're out everywhere you go nowadays, and so I was able to get one that attaches to my KitchenAid, but it does like spew flour disaster everywhere. So I do end up with a lot of flour in my kitchen. But I've learned to do something, like a little secret. Here. Whoop, not yet. I don't need you yet.
Best part about it, even if it gets flour everywhere, it's still worth it. This bread is so good. Oh, and I can taste and smell again because of this.
Your sinuses have cleared up. So
Yeah.
I actually just take the bowl and
Super
go higher
cool.
with it.
Yeah.
And then I just scoop my grain, have that ready, and then I turn it on, which my mixer
Switch is bad.
My switch is bad,
So it automatically starts running. Another thing to fix.
yeah. And you just pour it in the top. So that gets kind of loud. So Jay's gonna get his paint clothes on and go paint.
Yep.
And I'm gonna show you another clip of something else we did. Our son talked us into doing, is it a 5K?
5K run walk.
We walked.
He ran.
He ran, we walked.
Sort of.
So I'm gonna play that clip so you can actually see what we did. And we were like, one more thing in the midst of everything. It's too chaotic. Like, and then we went ahead and did it just because we didn't want to disappoint my son because he signed us up and everything. It ended up to be probably the most beautiful morning. It was an early morning walk, and it just started our day off great. And then we actually did a bunch right after that. So we actually ended up putting together a fan, and you did a bunch of painting.
Oh yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah, it was a good day. So let's play that clip, and he's gonna go paint, and I'll continue on with the bread. Bye. Have a good
See ya.
happy Friday evening.
Yeah.
Josh has already probably turned the corner way up there. Yeah, Josh is coming to greet us because it's taking us a long time and he's already finished a long time ago. Hey, how'd you do? All right. Okay, now we've got it ground. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make the bread. I don't know, I think I might make the easy one first, the banana bread, and then I'll make the yeast bread. Or should I make the yeast bread first because it has to rise? Maybe I'll go that direction. But anyways, this has been a life changer. So much so that even the chaos of making it and trying to fit it into the middle of everything has improved our health so much. I used to, like I said, take sleeping pills every night to go to bed and still wasn't getting very much sleep. Now I get a full night's sleep. I wake up, I feel refreshed, and I have energy for the day, which has been a life changer. And so we've needed that energy to keep doing all that we're doing. Normally, I do not recommend having this many irons in the fire. There are so many things going on, and it's hard to focus on just one thing, and everything is requiring our attention. But with this, it's helped. But sometimes you just end up in a season of your life where there's nothing you can do. Everything just lands all at the same time. And that's just like what happened here. Our dryer broke. Jay had to fix that in the middle of it. We had Mother's Day also, and then also our son, who was from out of state, traveled through because he was on his way to a new home. And so we stopped everything that Saturday and made tacos. That was beautiful. I'm going to put those pictures right now before I go ahead and play another clip from the house, and then I'm going to get to baking some bread.
Let's get this up here. Okay, that's solid. There's my ground. Let's give it a whirl. Ready?
Oh, it has a remote?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
watch,
great.
the coolest part about this is watch this light. It changes.
Oh, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it goes from like a soft
bright
white to a bright
To
white.
yellow to an orange.
Wow, that looks good. Okay, turn off the fan so we could actually see what it looks like.
Okay.
I think that makes a huge difference.
I just turned it from 6 to 1, so now it's slowing down.
Wow, they have 6?
6 speeds. That was on the highest.
Woo! That thing was going to take off.
Yeah, here, I'll just turn the light off. And I can turn the light off.
Who knew?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they have remotes for them.
Coolest part is, it's probably one of the coolest fans we've ever installed.
Yeah, I kind of wish we had one.
Back to Lowe's.
That's cool. That's going to make a huge difference when we get everything done.
Yeah, it's a nice pop up there, I think, instead of the one from the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit more modern. Now it matches the light fixtures. We've got to get the new kitchen light, over here. I'm not sure
Hey,
if we're going to do anything on that one.
I know it's in my first video what the fan looked like, but do you still have the fan that I can see?
It's in the garage. I'm going to go get it so you can...
Yeah, because you took it down before I got a chance to get a good...
I'll have no problem showing this to you. Just stay right here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
If I can get it through the door.
Let me see the rattan. Let's see.
That's
Side by
beautiful.
side, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I know originally I was like, we don't need to do the fan, but gosh, it sure did upgrade it. Makes it look like, hey, we take care of this
It
place.
looks a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a small thing, but it speaks volumes when you walk through that front door.
Okay, so like I said, I'm not a chef, and so I'm not going to show you all the details. However, there's a few things I learned with Einkorn. First of all, it doesn't work great in a bread machine. However, for time's sake, I have been using it because then I can go and do some sewing. But I do have to pull it out in the middle of the cycles and knead it. Because it works a little different than regular bread. So the recipe I'm going to actually put in the description, and the little video with a dad and his daughter who are making it is the first recipe that actually worked. And they don't use a bread machine. And I did it first that way, and it works great. So do it according to the recipe. But I did do a few tweaks. Well, let me get to the tweaks here in a minute. The first thing I do is it's what they said to do. All of the liquids, like your oil, your honey, your water at a certain temperature. I think he said like 101 to 110. And then your yeast, and you just let it grow. And then I put that at the bottom. You can also then put it, mixing it with your flour in a regular, mix it by hand. Like stir it in. And then I have all of my dry ingredients. I've got my flour and the salt. And then one thing I found with Einkorn, it's very dense and it can be very crumbly and dry. And my hubby likes it fluffier. So I was learning how to make a Einkorn sourdough starter. And I haven't officially made sourdough yet, but one of the times I decided to throw some of the sourdough in it, and it actually made it fluffy and wonderful. Then I just add this, and then I'm going to go ahead. Usually you would just put it in the machine and let the machine mix it, but because ancient grains work a little different, I'm going to kind of mix it in and then let it set before I put it in the machine. Just because from what I have read, ancient grains, or actually even whole grains, they take a little bit of time to absorb the moisture. I more or less just want all the flour moist and like a shaggy dough. And then I'm just going to let it sit for about 15 minutes before I put it in the machine, and just let the machine do the work until about halfway through, and then I'll pull it out. And I just go ahead and give it a kind of more like a stretch and fold than a knead, but just try to smooth out otherwise in the bread machine, it is so gnarly. So if you have time, I would say I prefer without the bread machine. But I'm going to try to also make banana bread in the process. And usually I'm out there sewing and I don't have time to be just sitting here kneading. And then while I wait for that to sit, I'm just going to do my banana bread. And all I'm doing is the cookbook I got on my wedding, for my wedding, is the Better Homes and Gardens new cookbook. And it's the old banana recipe, but look at how many times I've switched it. I've switched it to gluten-free, then I switched it to sugar-free. Now I'm switching it to with milled flour. That's all it is. I'm just adapting it as I go. It works really, really well with like muffins and quick breads, probably pancakes, waffles. Einkorn performs really well with all of those things. But it doesn't do so great with yeast breads because of the low gluten. However, we're giving it our best shot, and we've actually been able to come up with some pretty good bread. Jay loves to have yeast bread, and so we've been trying to get it to work in whatever way. So now I'm just going to measure out my flour. I have a little bit left. I'm hoping I have enough. I hope I milled enough for the banana bread, and I'm going to start putting in the bananas. I got to take off my KitchenAid attachment here so I can get to making the banana bread. It's a little stiffer than I would like because it absorbs, but I think there's more liquid down here. So I'm just going to put it in and let it do its mixing. Like I said, doing it without the bread machine probably is even better. We like it on light because we like it a little bit softer. And just like the other bread, you want to let einkorn, anything you're mixing with it, just sit for a little bit. So before I bake, I'm going to let it sit. But I'm also going to chop up some walnuts and add those. And then I think I'm gonna soak some dried cranberries and add them to one of the loaves. It's not Jay's favorite, but I wanna try it. So, and I'll just then bake those just like you would a normal loaf of banana bread. So the bread machine is busy doing its thing, and I have the banana bread mixed. I forgot the sugar, so I went back and added it. I've been sugar-free for so long that I forget about sugar. So I'm gonna pour half of it in one of these. It has walnuts all throughout. And then I'm going to mix in the cranberries. These are dried cranberries. I just poured boiling water over them to let them kind of plump up before putting them into the bread. That way they don't absorb the water from the bread, which Einkorn already has a problem with absorbing too much water. So I'll do that, and then I'll do my second loaf with cranberries. Now I'm gonna drain off the water and mix in the berries, but let me show you what it looks like inside the machine. You can see it kneading away. However, it will be needing to be kneaded again by me. Okay, it's at the point where I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out of the bread machine, and normally you wouldn't do that, but I can't pull it out. I'm gonna leave it kind of on. Oh, guess what? That's the banana bread. Just a sec. Okay, let's try it again. I probably should show you what this looks like. It's really gnarly, and if I leave it like that, my loaf is going to look like that. So I just need to knead it one time, and like I said, it's probably better if you just do it without the bread machine for Einkorn. But let me wet my hands a little bit. Be careful, because those paddles could go off too, you know. But I've just been doing this the last couple weeks, and it works. Pull the whole sticky mess out. Can't get everything around the paddles. Don't worry about it, because those paddles will actually turn, and I don't want my fingers in it. So, and then I just put some flour.
Einkorn flour.
Yeah, this is the extra ground or milled flour. Work that in. And there's my kitty, who whines, especially in the evenings. This bread is going to be done about 10 o'clock tonight.
That'll even make it even better.
Yeah, it tastes good. Okay, and then I just do the folding method. And fold in your sides. Okay, just everything I watched on YouTube. You can find better videos than this, that's for sure. And then I shape it more into a loaf, and then you don't end up with that gnarly looking bread, more in a loaf shape. And then I put it right back in and let the bread machine do its work. And both banana breads are done. This one, I didn't quite put as much in it because I was trying to do half and half. But this has just the walnuts, and this has the cranberries. And Jay, what do you think? Are you going to try the one with the cranberries?
I am going to try the one with cranberries for you.
for me.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'm not a cranberry fan, but I'm going to try it for you.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's going to officially try the cranberry. I am too hungry to wait for this thing. We still have 43 minutes, and it's literally almost 10 o'clock at night. But can I just show you how good this looks? Because I want to just end this video. I'm so tired. It's not
like
looking
a perfect
good.
loaf of bread.
Yeah, it's looking really good.
Yeah.
And it smells amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And I just kind of pulled this out. I need to just bag them up and everything. But you're going to try with the cranberry.
I'm going to humor you. Not about cranberries.
But it's so good. So good.
You say so.
Okay, well, is the rest of it good?
Yes, the bread is delicious.
Okay, well, and then you can end up trying that.
I'm
but it
going to
might
get
be
into
kind
the
of...
banana nut muffin bread. Or banana nut bread.
Okay. Before.
No, it is good though.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Hmm?
So we're not going to wait for this bread to finish because I want to climb in bed. But we've got banana nut. This is banana, walnut, cranberry. Thanks for the thumbs up. And also our delicious regular bread, which will be ready about the time we're sound asleep in bed.
It's okay, we're still going to eat it.
But I'm telling you guys, I will put in the description the recipe for both of those. Also the video with Sue Becker and how important that is. And remember to go ahead and read John chapter 6 where Jesus says, I am the bread of life. And ask yourself, why is it that he uses the bread of life as an example, and yet our bread today is no good. And I tell you what, this bread will change your life because you end up getting 40 out of 45 of the vitamins that you need. All of a sudden your head is clear, you're sleeping well, you're just feeling good. So anyways, that's just our little life update. We are just doing life here and doing it fast and furious. Right, Jay?
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, we're going to go to bed because it's getting late and we're tired. Love you all. Shalom, my sweet friends, and we'll see you in the next video.
What do you think of the cranberries?
This. I love the cranberries. Just, oh. That's so good. Okay, I'm chewing.